name is Mike Long. I recently moved here in February and decided to start up what's known as a CitySec group called SWFLSEC, or just SWFLSEC if you want to abbreviate it. And it was started to just bring cybersecurity and information security awareness to the community here in Southwest Florida. The meetings are open to the public, and we meet the third Tuesday of every month here at 239 Work. We have an informal roundtable to discuss related topics in the industry and just help out people in general too. Even if you're not in the industry, you're still welcome at our group. We will have a short topic on National Cybersecurity Awareness Month at our next meeting on October 15th to discuss what the general public can do to help raise security awareness and just be more secure in their own dealings on the internet. And so some of the simplest things that we can all do is make sure that we're using a strong password, or you may hear people now say use a strong passphrase, because passphrases are typically not only longer, but they are more memorable too. So no longer do you really need a super complex password that you're just not going to remember and have to write down somewhere. Maybe now we have, my horse found a nickel in bubble gum. That's actually a much more secure password and something you're going to remember. Also, don't use the same password at every site. And when we use the same password at every site, as we all know, we hear almost daily now in the news, there's breaches. And if that password happened to be on the account that was in a breach, now the person can now go to your other accounts and search for access and typically gain access to anywhere else you use that same password at. And then the next level that you could potentially use, you'll hear people call it two-factor authentication. And that second factor is something you have. So the password is something you know. Now they're adding on the second factor is something you have, which is typically your cell phone. So those are just a few things. Other things would be when you're receiving email, make sure you're not clicking on links within your email. If there's a link, you would go and type that link into your browser to go to it instead, because links can be faked. And by clicking on a link that looks like it's legitimate, it could potentially take you to a malicious website. And also just watch out for these messages and their content and whether or not they have attachments. Don't open attachments unless you're expecting them from that particular individual or company. And watch the grammar within the email itself. You may find that the grammar is off just enough to bring suspicion, and just report that email as spam instead and not open it. And the other thing is, you can call the person who sent it to you, call the company who sent it to you, just to verify before opening it too. Bye everybody, it's been great talking with you all, and we hope to see you at our upcoming meetings.